Next is Fred Biletnikoff. Fred is one of the most accomplished and recognized players in NFL history. Born in Erie, Pennsylvania, he was the first consensus All-American to play for the Florida State Seminoles. Selected by the Oakland Raiders in the second round of the 1965 AFL Draft, he played for the organization for 14 glorious seasons. He was an AFL champion in 1967, played in Super Bowl II, and was the MVP of Super Bowl XI. Fred also played in 3 AFL title games, 2 AFL All-Star games, 5 AFC championships, and was selected to 6 Pro Bowls. Fred was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1988 and the College Football Hall of Fame in 1991, and the award for the best college football wide receiver is named after him. Now, Fred and his beautiful wife, Angela, do a tremendous job raising awareness for gender and domestic violence in the name of his late daughter, Tracy, and the Biletnikoff Foundation and Tracy's Place of Hope. I've seen this up close. I've seen the difference that they are making. It's a tremendous difference in the lives of young girls. Tonight, a man who is a personal mentor to me. He's my all-time favorite football player. If I could grow up to be half the man that he is today, I'd be honored. And I am honored on behalf of the Gridiron Greats to induct him into the 2015 class of the Hall of Fame.
Hell, nobody introduced you to Stickum, JT. You would have been a hell of a player if you had Stickum and could cheat like we did. You know what? I can't believe Sly and the Family Stone is here tonight. All right, because I got one thing for you guys, and I'm sure that you guys have always read about Kenny Stabler and the activities we had, and the time that he said he was reading the game plan by the light of the jukebox. It was during one of your songs. So I just want to let you know that, okay? But we went out there, we kicked some butt. All right? And you know what? I just want to mention one thing. I spent 1980 in the CFL and coached in the CFL for 4 years with the Stampeders and 1 year playing with the Alouettes. And the next person up you'll meet is a great, great player. But I want to thank Mike, you guys, for recognizing the CFL. And I met one of the guys from the commissioner's office last night, and Ray Algars have been one of my guys that I've always looked up to in the CFL when he played there. And so I'm glad the CFL is finally being recognized in the United States, because I'll tell you, it's a hell of a league, and I had a great time up there. So congratulations for you guys being here. And, Mike, you recognized them, believe me. One of my thrills in my lifetime was being inducted into Hall of Fame with Mike in 1988. At that time, Mike and I just crossed paths here and there. In Canton, Ohio, they have a tavern called Bender's. I don't know if any of you have been there, but it's one of the old-time taverns in the world. And so I ran into Mike there the night before we were getting inducted. And I think I got there like about 9 o'clock. Mike was sitting in the booth. And I believe we ended up leaving about 5 o'clock in the morning. So that's Mike educated me about Bender's, and every year I go back there, and it's always on Mike. I have a drink on Mike, and I'll tell you what, it's terrific to be able to recognize being able to be in the Hall of Fame with Mike, believe me, because he means that much to me. I want to thank you guys. And, I'll tell you what, here's a guy that's taken over the Raiders. He's done a great job, and I played for his dad for 14 years, coached for his dad for 18 years. I basically almost spent half my life there. I want to congratulate Mark tonight for being up here and coming up here. I know he was nervous about giving this speech, but thank the Raiders for everything they've done for me, for our foundation, for Angela and I. So thank you, Mark. All right? And then back to the Gridiron greats. If you don't have a leader like Mike, and I sincerely mean this, okay, nobody is going to get anything done. When you talk about somebody that's tough, relentless, will knock down doors, will gather people together and get everything organized and go after what he thinks is going to have to be done the right way. And thank God for Mike, because there is a lot of us now that played football for a number of years that are retired. A lot of us are doing well. A lot of us are not doing well. All right? And if it wasn't for somebody like Mike, I don't know if this possibility would ever even get created, to be able to make awareness to exactly what's going on with all the Hall of Fame guys, retired NFL guys, whoever it may be that play professional football. So, Mike, I want to thank you, and thank you for the award tonight, and I certainly appreciate it.